she is thankful for the efforts by police who are trying to get to the bottom of this case.
They're tired. They're glad that justice prevailed for them. They put the work in. A lot of police work. A lot of hard work. But at the day, innocence prevailed.
Smollett's lawyer released a statement saying that Smollett himself is now being further victimized by people who are claiming that Smollett played somehow a role in this alleged attack. They say anything that is lying. No word of Smollett, if he will.
That's right. Police have reached out. All right. Thank you very much for the live report. So the stories out of Chicago are on some of the news stations. They say that these two brothers were paid $3,500 to stage it, and then they were going to get another $500 when they came back from Nigeria. And then the cops picked them up, and apparently they were very cooperative. They held them for a couple of days. They said, "Yeah, we bought the rope. This crafty beaver hardware store. All that stuff. They got their phones."
They said that they even had a practice run even before.
That's January 25th. And then they executed a little bit later. So the other thing is, Chicago police reached out to Smollett, and the cops reached out to him, and he's been to follow up interviews. So far, they have not heard back, but he's been all lawyered up. He also says, I feel like I've been re-victimized. The question is, why would you jump to a conclusion with so many questions out there? Isn't this time, after all the stories that we see, twist another direction? So hold your fire until you find out the details, especially considering this.
Just working on a raft, folks.
It's such a turbulent time in America because Jussie Smollett presented it as he was the victim of a hate crime. But now it looks like the possibility that it was a hoax. Nonetheless, there was a rush to gun.
Yeah, there's Cory Booker back on January 29th, right after it happened. He tweeted this out. He said, "The vicious attack on actor Jussie Smollett was an attempted modern-day lynching." And then, just recently, he was asked about it. A reporter asked him about it in this week episode.
Oh, man. Hello. Pardon my dress. I didn't feel like dressing up today. It's a holiday. How's it going, buddy?
So now he's with full judgment until everything comes out. That could be a lot.
Lots of hearts, buddy. Good morning.
Meanwhile, Washington Ghostbusters has got it on their website. Washington Post.
Let's turn that TV down if I can find the controller.
Nana Mumford. And essentially what she is writing about is she really wants the story.
Great to hear. You haven't been up all day and now going to be up all night, have you? That's okay. Harper, you want to appear in my lap? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. This is Harper Lee. This is a real Pekingese, not a mix. He's a real Pekingese. Yeah. Yeah. It's to brighten up my day. Thank you, buddy. So you have been up. Good. Whoa. Whoa. What a honey bun she is. Yeah. Come on. Get up there. There you go. You gotta sit right there with me. Yeah. This is the queen of the house. She's the queen, aren't you? Well, actually, she's the empress because she's Chinese. Oh, what a pretty puppy. What a pretty girl. Pretty, pretty puppy. Yeah. What? What you need? You got your cookie already. You already had your cookie. Yeah. You don't get more than one in the morning. No, that's it. That's all you get. Drone Bum, Rodney Bell, good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Drone Bum, hadn't seen you in a while. How's the AM flying sunsets doing? What's your matter with my baby? Hmm? Yeah. He's a good girl. Yeah. I don't know if you guys have seen her before. This is Harper Lee. She's a Pekingese. She is our queen, our empress, the head of the doggies. Yeah. And she'll let you know about it. Well, good, Rodney. Hope it comes out good. I can't get ours interested in it, but that's okay. We're a teeny church. Yeah, aren't we, baby? Yeah. I'm hoping that if we get more shut-ins, maybe they'll do it, but they just don't feel like doing it. Well, you a good girl. This is just water, baby. You don't need any. Yes, it is a lot. It takes a lot. What? There's even hair up here. Put it down there so I get it with the vacuum. What? You look like you're worried about something. Mommy's coming home today. Yeah. Mommy's coming home today. She called. Said she wasn't going to wait till tomorrow. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, thank you, man. Well, good for you. Thanks a bunch, Drone Bum. What's up with you? Huh? Oh, where did I put those? Hey, Rodney, these were a big hit with the kids at school. If they got their scriptures right, the teacher gave them one of these. So I'm going to have to come up with some more phrases or something, I guess. First, I'm going to have to get some more gold filament because I'm getting low on gold filament. Oh, you're just a silly puppy. Yeah. Ooh. Thank you, Drone Bum. Yeah, I'm determined that this is going to be a holiday where I'm not going to do a whole lot. What? Oh, ho, that's right. I forgot. How high are you up now, Rodney? I know you were last time I think I looked, you were 506 or 507. You had a little bit of YouTube tax in there that you could pay if you had to. You stop petting her. She looks at you like, you stopped. You can't stop. I'm not supposed to stop, am I? Okay. 518. You're on your way, bud. That's outstanding. I can't believe I turned on the DVR yesterday to get the race. Went to evening church. Didn't get home from that till almost 9 o'clock. We were having a good old time. And so I didn't get to see Val, and I didn't get to see Paul and all that. Sat there and I watched that dang tape, skipping the commercials. And about 11 o'clock at night, race went so long that the DVR did not catch the finish. So I had to go on YouTube to find out who won. Oh, I was upset. Hello. I'm not going to try that name too much. The Verga and Egra. Sounds close. Welcome. Let me check your site out real quick. A little faster than Paul is. No, that's interesting. Only have 31 subscribers. Got a little bit of content. Welcome to my show. Oh, I don't know if it's the biggest. It's just the first and one of the oldest. I like Dega. I'm kind of prejudiced. Talladega is only a couple hours north of here. I think that's one of the bigger ones for as far as NASCAR. But yeah, Daytona starts the year off pretty much, and then they go back again a little later on. It's definitely a fast one. It's definitely going to continue to have those big wrecks as long as they continue to have restrictor freight racing. But yeah, Daytona starts us off. It was a pretty good race from what I saw. I was just upset I didn't get to see the end. I had to go on Google and find out that Denny Hamlin won. Well, Dega's just a great track. Actually, I was at the first race ever raced at Long Pond, Pocono Motor Speedway. It was an Indy style race. And it was back, I want to say, 72. Ooh, I forgot to get my little likey thing going. Get it ready for Roger. We've been watching them for a while, and probably not as long as some folks. Mainly because my wife never realized what it was like to watch one, and then all of a sudden she got to liking people like Dale Jr. and not liking Kyle Busch and all this kind of stuff. And next thing I knew, we're watching every single race. We're even adjusting our schedule to make sure we're home for it. I'm trying to get this set up here, guys. Hang on just a second. And now I'm ready for the network when they come on. Okay, Rodney. Good luck with that video. I'll try and watch it when it comes out. You too, Rodney. I got you a little bag of goodies. Not much coming your way. Just a little bit of some prints that I thought you might like. Lewis P. Floyd. Oh, I am honored, sir. Good morning. How's my favorite music teacher? Come to think of it, I think you're my only music teacher I know. It's got to be a holiday where you're at, Lewis. Are you going to be doing some flying with the kids and stuff, or what? Ah, winter break. Cool. Yeah, it's been so long since I've had kids in school. I keep forgetting they take different breaks throughout the year. All we ever got was a little tiny one for Thanksgiving, one for Christmas, and then obviously summer. They started going year round down here a long time ago. You've been flying in the snow, Lewis? Well, I know you where you're at, you've got to have snow, I would think. Maybe not. Well, it will eventually melt, Lewis. It just might take it a couple months from now. But it will eventually melt. Yep, there you go. Coat that puppy, keep the moisture out, and don't crash it. There you go. By the way, everybody keeps asking, I know where my wizard is, but it ain't coming back anytime soon. It's about 120 feet up in a oak tree. Now that most of the leaves are gone, you can see it. I am not climbing up in that tree. Yeah, rent a man lift. Well, if they can get a man lift that'll take me over into that swampy water right now, I don't think they'd be willing to try. Plus, I don't think I paid enough for the wizard to worry about renting something to get it back. I just buy another one if I want one. Wait now for the weather to get good. I'm not even going to go outside and fly the DJI drones because it's just been horrible weather. It's either too cold or too wet. I don't get your snow, and I don't get your temperatures. But it's like ground no sooner dries out around here in the winter, and boom, here comes. As a matter of fact, we had one come through last night. That was just pretty good. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, somebody told me, I don't know whether it was somebody on here that came in here. They said, just fly your DJI drone over there and put a hook on it and pull it out of the tree. I said, yeah, then I'll have 2 drones stuck in the tree, knowing my luck. One really, really expensive one, too. That's not going to happen. Oh, I forgot to ask Rodney. Fox showed off their, I looked like to me, an Inspire 2 yesterday at the Daytona 500. They made a big deal about how they got a special dispensation from the FAA to fly at the event and all that. I'd love to have known which of the pictures they were showing were coming from it, because you couldn't really tell. Yeah, if it was climbable, I'd go, but this thing is stuck in like a little, like 3 little branches like this that are about probably as thick as my thumb. But going out to it, there's nothing big enough for me to feel comfortable hanging on to it. I guess I could go up with a saw that branch off. Yeah, if it was a pine tree, I'd go get it if it was in close enough to the trunk. But no, it had to pick the oak tree to hit. Guess I could fly a drone up and try to get some pictures of it when I start flying again. Let me check my printer real quick, guys. It's running right next to me here. I got to check and see if the print's working or not. Well, it's not the prettiest raft I ever saw, but I think it's printing okay. Yeah, you ain't jiggling, wiggling this trunk, that's for sure. Maybe if I got a pine, there'll be a way. I'll try to find some way to get down in there. Ooh, did I get mail? Yeah, I've been hoping the wind would blow it out, but when the wind finally got all the tree leaves gone, you can see it's wedged into I mean, it couldn't have found a better spot. It's almost like the tree reached out and grabbed it. Okay. Just more junk mail. Okay. Take care of your peeps, buddy. Nice seeing you. Thanks a lot for coming in. It means a lot. Yeah, I go off when the hub comes on. So when Roger pops on, I am definitely off. Thank you, sir. I did get up early today. I didn't think I had made it. Oh, I can't take any more people butchering our national anthem. Yeah. Michael W. Blade, I'm sorry I did not see you come in. Lewis and I were talking. If you're still here, welcome. Let me check your site out. Make sure I'm still subscribed. Yes, I am. And it's a pretty banner. That is one pretty banner. Folks, make sure you're checking folks out when they come in. If you haven't got them, they look like they got some good content in here today. Go ahead and join them. Ring their bell. Well, Harper, you still are in here. I'm sorry. I didn't see you go back there. Yeah, you're a good girl. Mommy comes home today, baby. Yep, mommy comes home today. You'll be okay. You'll be on somebody else's lap. You can see how happy she is that her mama's gone, right? Right there. Look at that face. That is not a happy face. She's been like that for 6 days. Pouting. She is definitely pouting. I'm surprised she came to see me because she usually sits out in the living room on the couch. Just pouts. But I guarantee you, Mama opens that back door, this thing will be off the couch like a greased lightning. Matter of fact, the first indication Mama coming home will be the outside dogs barking when the car's about a quarter mile away. They'll start barking. Don't know how they know, but they know. Oh, I didn't like that sound. Oh, I see why. The print is all the way over there on its limits. Mm-mm-mm. So, Manic, what's on your plate for today? What you got going? Harper, you moved. What a good girl. Mm-hmm. It's a good girl. Ah, you're going to go to OBS, huh? Man, I wish I had the bandwidth for it, but every time I've tried to start it, it just says, you don't have enough bandwidth. And it goes into the red and won't do anything. I think one time I tried it, it actually got out because I think Eric from RC Crazy came in and commented that he could see me, but I wasn't moving very good. Well, yeah, because I don't have the bandwidth. So I pretty much gave up on it and vMix. I just used the Hangouts. What I don't understand is how I can not be able to run OBS, but yet I can bring 6 people into Hangouts and it works just fine. Yeah, this print is one that Eric's been trying to get to come out. I told him I'd try it, see if I could get it to print. Oh, now the raft is looking a little better. That one part of the raft over there looks a little ragged, but it's the raft. It's not the actual print itself. So I don't mind it looking a little ragged. Yeah, these are. Gotta see what all I got in Rodney's thing. More to it. 1, 2, 3, 4 bookmarks. And I need 1, 2. Trying to get some of my stash straight here for the 2, 3, 4. That should be plenty. Just a couple of little trinkets. I think today I'll stop printing stuff for everybody else, and I'm going to finally pick out a building and try to get a building on the layout. Tried those silos. They didn't come out so hot. I don't know if that's my fault or their fault. I got to put some more tape on that. These things that the post office makes, they have the worst glue to try and hold things closed. They just don't work at all. Not one bit. Yeah, I know. And it's cool to have all those, green screens and things like that. I know you got your green screen in, right? Did it finally come in? Let me see. Oops. How did that happen? Oh, it's coming tomorrow? Cool. It'll be high speed tomorrow. Okay, good buddy. You should have mail. What time it be? Ooh, it's 6:45. You got that like 7-foot long green screen, right? The one that folds up, or I don't know if you really call that folding. Sure is a quiet holiday. Harper, did you go to sleep? Little girl? Huh? That's okay. You're a good puppy. Yes, you are. You're the best. Yeah. Let me check on something.
How you going?
Hey, what's up, buddy? I just stepped away from my view for a second.
Yeah, just chilling. Just chilling. I don't know if you know Farmer JT.
I have him, and I have heard of him, yeah.
Yeah, he's been a friend of mine for some time. Right from when he was only learning and had very small content and made a lot of silly mistakes as being a child because, or sorry, a young man, because he's a lot more mature than some men. Even though he's only 12 years of age, so you've got to give him that excuse. But he's a pretty good lad. He's very polite, he's courteous, and he's willing to listen. He's did a video on how to do OBS the easy way. He's a very cluey lad. But he flicks around so fast and everything. And I watched his video before you came on. But I'm going to go back and watch it over again because he tells you exactly how to do it, but he's just a little bit, he rushes a bit. So I'm going to advise him to call his videos high tech for rednecks. And so what I'm going to try and get him to do is encourage him to high tech for rednecks, where you don't have to blow anything up and you don't need an ID. And you don't need an ID to come in. And so he'll like that. So I thought of it when I was watching it, because he does. He's just, he's doing it that easy, even rednecks can do it. And with that being rude, but it's just right up their alley it would be, because he's got a lot of friends that are rednecks. Like he's like Bobby McNutt and quite a few others, and he likes all the homestead channels and farming and that. He can relate to all them. And he got a little bit upset the other night because I was on his stream and I said, because he was telling me he goes on Bobby McNutt's panel, and him being only 12, I said, please, farmer, just be careful. I said, some of them guys over there, or it's more of the women really, can be a little bit naughty. And he got a little bit upset because someone else said I agreed with me. And I said, no, I'm not telling you not to, because he'll do what he wants to do. because at the end of the day, it's his mother and father that are responsible for him. And they know what he does and everything, so it's entirely up to them. And he got a bit upset because he says he doesn't want anyone to tell him what he can and can't do, what streams he can go on and what streams he can't. He says, if I don't like the stream, I'll click off. And I said, we know that, we're just caring for you, that's all, mate. And he was a bit better after then. But I was just concerned because we've got to protect our youth of the day, or our very young youth of the day, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
And we've got to look after them. And I could understand why he got a bit upset. But they can get a bit rough over there at that end. Well, particularly some of the women that I've heard. The men are usually just there, godsmacked, and their jaw open like this. The other night I seen, who was it? One of Bobby McNutt's, mate. She was just rambling on and rambling on and rambling on, and they just were like this. They didn't know what to say. They were in shock themselves, I think. Yeah, so I won't mention any names who it was. It's not worth it. Because, I mean, she has a right to be wherever she wants to be. And if they accept her on, that's up to them. But she wasn't my cup of tea anyway. Put it this way, I'd get a few frowns if I took her to church.
Hey, Night Train. How are we doing?
Hi, Night Train. But yeah, he's got a good channel. He's starting to really get going good. He's getting all the bells and whistles and he's enjoying it. He's just doing it as a hobby. He's a really good farmer. And so, yeah, I want him to encourage him to have a really catchy heading for all his videos. High tech for rednecks. Don't need to blow anything up and you don't need an ID. I think it's quite funny. I hope he swings with it.
Oh, I didn't know they could even do that, Night Train. Yeah, they need to let those folks see it so they can keep up the interest and get more people involved.
I was just going to get my mouse so I can get you on the big screen and watch. I've got it down. Because I only got you on the tablet today. Where am I going? Yeah, I'm going on Val's live on Tuesday night.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I wished I could have got to Paul's last night, but we didn't get home from church till 9 o'clock my time, which is 10 o'clock their time. So I know it had to be over by then.
Yeah, I made it on there right from the start. I was going to go and have some sleep afterwards, but I didn't. I'm still up. I've been helping people with their computers next door. Because he does. I'm not that computer savvy, but he doesn't know how to do anything on the computers. So I've had to teach him a few things. Plus, I had to write a couple of paragraphs. Well, you know me, it'd be a few paragraphs. So Val's got something to go by to interview me. So she's got a little bit of backstory and homework. So she's got a bit to run with.
She will dig.
She will, but I've given her a fair bit of stuff to go by. So she's got something to dig then. And I'm an open book and she can dig all she likes. There's some things I just won't discuss because of to protect family and their privacy.
Yeah.
So that's all, because obviously there's a couple that wouldn't care too much, but there's others that just get a bit shy and they'd never go on YouTube if they were asked to. And I've got to protect them, and that's respectful.
Yeah, I may go find, before I go over to Rogers, may go find her one she did with Paul yesterday and watch it, because I really
Yes,
wanted to be there, but man, it was just such a good time last night.
it's worth watching. Well, sorry, I'll rephrase that. They're all worth watching. But that one particularly, um, poor girl, she got straight back into it. She made a rookie mistake and had her mic on, and they thought it was Roger, and so she got a little bit annoyed then. But once she got onto it, she went straight into it. She didn't allow it to bother her too much, which I thought was great. But well, got to think she's had a few weeks off too. So
Yeah, and she hasn't been feeling real well lately either. So
no, that's right, exactly. Well, from there on, she had to keep the boys under control because Roger was there with Mel and Kim were playing up, and had to keep. And Roger wasn't even taking any notice to keep the chat under control. He just let him go for it. Val's telling Roger to keep him under control. So I have to go over and whack Kim like a troll or something. And so it's a bit entertaining. They were trying to ignore him. And then Mel come on for a little bit. And that was
I
good.
checked to see if they were still on when I got home. I kind of figured they weren't going to be because it was
They
10
were on
o'clock.
for a while,
10 o'clock on the East Coast by the time I got home last night.
What's going on? Start. Oh. I might have to refresh my computer. Or, yeah, refresh my computer.
Okay, Night Train, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, I don't like a lot of drama. And I was wondering what was going on, but Dan, he did enlighten me now with a bit of a backstory on of how it all evolved a bit there on the other day on your live stream when I was just listening in.
Uh-huh.
And now I can sort of understand why there's tension.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
I stay away from that.
Yeah, so what I'm about to say is I'm a little bit glad that I didn't ask or didn't involve myself. That's all I've got to say. But it just sort of made me realise a little bit and can understand it now. And that's without knowing the big story.
Yeah.
Big picture. I don't need to know. Because I made a live stream the other week where, like I was telling people how I go into a lot of different live streams and I have a very diverse company, or because I'm very diverse in wherever I've been and worked and played and wherever. And so I can relate to a lot of areas like fishing, droning, art, different truck driving, all sorts of things. And sometimes you go into live streams that you wish you never ever went into. And you hear some things that are a little bit scary. So I learned how to close the door quietly and back my way out and don't open the door ever again.
Yeah, for the most part, you can disappear fairly easily with nobody even realizing you're gone a lot of times.
Yeah, I learned not to bounce in there and say, "Hi guys, how you going?" That sort of cheerful way I used to be when I was all energetic. Now I just slowly go in and lurk for a little bit and learn the ropes first. It's funny. What's going on?
Yeah. I noticed Amazon's getting really tricky with their stuff that they do. If you've got like a package inbound, you go to track it, and the next thing you know, you've got 2 extra windows opened up for other things, and I just want to track my package.
Yeah. It sounds so funny. Because I stir Dan up about packages and things like that. And I say, "Oh, Dan, I see how you have such a big package you have and all this." And he sort of then turns in a little bit weird.
I'm not sure, but I'm thinking these things. I wish I could see the mail person when she comes, but she's so far out. By the time she comes, I can't get out to her. I think these are ready posts, like the boxes. I think the postage is what you paid to get the envelope. And once they put that on there, you can just drop it in your mailbox and it'll go. But I'm not 100% sure, so I don't know. I'm going to tape this, though, because this glue is terrible. Terrible. I'm thinking I can just drop that in the mailbox and she'll take it, but I don't know. Some of these rural carriers we got are temporary and they don't know a lot.
I had trouble loading you up, Brick, so I went the old-fashioned way and went into notification. Just clicked on the notification. Because all I wanted was you to be up on big screen. Whether there's lag or not, it doesn't matter, just so I can read the chat while I'm talking to you here. So much easier. Because this, with the big screen here, I don't have to, I can see the chat from way back at the wall. Not a problem at all. It's a real benefit. Real plus.
Baduga, how are things in Portugal?
Is that where Baduga lives, is it?
I believe so. You're in Portugal, aren't you, Baduga?
It rings a bell.
I think he's from Portugal.
He's a good lad, he is.
Oh, he's super guy.
Yeah. He's so funny.
Really?
He's the good troll.
Yes, yes.
And he's got, have you seen his merchandise?
No, I sure haven't. I need to go check it out.
Yeah, even if you can check it out, or even ask Mrs. RC, because she did the shirts. And they're very funny, but I won't spoil it for you. I'll let you shop around and find out what the results are. Because it's like telling a joke. I don't want to ruin the punchline.
I hear you. Does he have them? Does he have them linked to his YouTube site?
He should have. Asked him. He's on here. It's better to ask from the horse's mouth, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, I can just find out because I can go over here and do this.
Yeah.
And then do this. And then do.
See, I have a big problem. Not that it's a problem. I love telling people the bleeding obvious sometimes, and especially to their face. Sometimes I tell people like I'm trying to convert the choir, and I say it's not like that, mate. It's just sometimes as a teacher, you can't assume. You can't assume what they know, so as a teacher, you ask them, and because that's what I used to do all the time as a full-time teacher. For firefighting, I just couldn't assume.
If it has anything to do with his logo, I can just imagine what the shirts are.
Yeah. It's fun. It's fun. Because even my fellow instructors, they would just shake my head. They were used to it. And I says, I don't know why I'm telling you this because you already know it. And they go, yeah. But they were so good. They always respected me. Like they just knew it was me.
But Paducah, the rain is supposed to be in Spain, not Portugal.
Okay. The rain in Spain mainly rains on the plain, isn't it?
Yes. Well, I'm sorry to hear you got rain, buddy, because I know you'd like to be out there flying.
I wonder if I think this milk is okay. Needs a bit of chill. Hasn't been out long. I'm going to quickly get a drink.
Okay.
Put this back in the fridge.
Mr. Crowley, good morning, sir. How are things going?
Hey, Mr. Crowley.
So, Sean, are you pretty much buried with snow up there?
He'd like to be buried with little whoops.
Oh, yeah.
He loves his little whoops. Have you ever heard Sean's letter to Father Christmas?
Probably not. But I've seen a lot of Sean's stuff. It's pretty good.
He's got a bit of a potty mouth, though. Are you ready for it?
Oh, that's okay.
I thought so. Drone Paul was on and he says, Sean, Mr. Crowley, you did have a little potty mouth there at 14 years of age. That's all he said. It was so funny. I felt for him because that year he had the same Christmas as what I used to experience every year because we're always so damn poor. Like my brother one year got a sack full of horse manure because the uncle said the horse got away.
That's pretty bad. We used to give kids that hadn't been quite on the good list, they used to get bags of anthracite coal.
Yeah, that's okay if they've been bad, but it's just that these people were just damn poor.
I understand.
There's no need for that. Like Sean said,
he's just being descriptive.
Like Sean said in the letter, I'll just tell you only one. He says, even the socks were ugly. He says, even poor people can afford good-looking socks. Now, isn't that funny, coming from a 12-year-old or whatever age he was at the time? I don't want to steal his material. I'll leave him alone, the poor guy.
But Duga says, don't tell Sean. I guess he means escape from the loony.
Who's been escaped from the loony?
Yeah, he's still here, Baduga.
Sean's still there, isn't he?
Yes. Oh, you guys are cracking me up.
Sean is so funny. I don't know if he really knows how funny he is. I always say that.
Oh, I think he does. He used to be a comedian, I think.
Did he? He told me he was a sex god and he used to swing on the sex pole. But he tells that to all the guys.
Sean, didn't you used to be a stand-up? Now you used to be a stand-up comedian. Now you're a sit-down comedian.
That's it.
Let me check my print real quick.
Oh, see, Baduga thinks he ran from the loony bin. Of course he did. I didn't run from the loony bin. They just happened to leave the door open ajar. He says, no, I was a stripper for female, male gigolo. Do you see his reply, Rick?
Yeah. Lordy.
I told all my friends that I was a sex call, did sex calls on sex line, and they all believed me. They even went back to their parents and said that when they asked what I was up to, because they were always interested, because they always liked me. And they were telling them like they're serious because they believed me. And then when they come back and says, "Oh, I told mum and dad you were doing sex calls," and they went silent, but they thought, "Okay, he'd do that," because, and I couldn't believe it that they believed me. Oh, it's so funny.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Some people will believe anything.
Yeah, but I was always so convincing. They couldn't tell the difference.
Baduga says the troll took over there for a second. It wasn't really him.
Okay, yep. Yes, Sean, you do get paid to pleasure, but YouTube's not coming up with the cash. I've been a bit lazy today.
There's good trolls out there too.
Yeah, Baduga's a good troll.
I remember when he changed his name and he couldn't change it back. I think it's for 90 days or something like that.
Yeah, that's
he was
right.
stuck with it.
He must have changed his name 3 times because I think you're allowed up to 3 times before they say you've got to stay for 90 days
That might
with
be.
whatever name you choose. Because I was allowed to change my name twice, and they said I only had 1 more chance. And if I changed it the 3rd time, I had to wait 90 days.
I got to give the good troll FPVs a wrench.
Yeah. Yeah, Sean, I wasn't released or ran away. They just left the door ajar. When I was in the menstrual institution. I said menstrual, sorry, mental institution. That was spell check. That was spell check gone wrong on my tongue.
It's Val's fault. She put a spell on him made him change his name.
Yeah, I read that. Sean, meet the good troll. Good troll, meet Sean. Nothing wrong with me.
I think I know the good troll.
Yeah. I know, good troll. I knew that. I was just playing up. It's just being silly. It's what we say in Australia. We're playing silly bugger. Yeah, I'm a good troll. They used to think I was a real troll back for a while there, Baduka. I don't regret it because for me back then, because I'm a lot better than I was now. My brain is like tenfold over the last couple of months. And I was so overwhelmed in everything I did on YouTube. It was so hard for me. It was for 4 months ago. Even when I played poker, it was so hard to concentrate.
What's that, Paduga? Excuse me. What's that, good troll?
What's that? Yeah, I'm interested. What's that? What don't we realise? Must be a bit of lag because I'm waiting very contently.
Oh, did he leave?
I don't know. What's he going to do? He had us all waiting contently.
Yep. We're waiting for the answers to what we don't know about trolls.
Yeah. Maybe he does a bit of magic like Mr. Crowley. Have you seen Mr. Crowley's magic tricks?
Yes, I have.
They are so funny, so delightful they are. I can't get over it. I really can't.
Oh, there you go. They don't do things behind people's back because there's no fun in that. That is true, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, they say you know your channel's growing when you start getting trolls.
Well, that's what Val said. I didn't understand or realise it until I started getting a few trolls putting dislikes. Obviously, it's affecting people.
Okay, Sean.
Yes, Sean. I'll try to catch you if I can keep my eyes open.
Yeah, I think I'm going to. The worst that'll happen is if she won't take this, she'll just leave it in the mailbox. So I'm going to tape it up when I get off, take it out and put it in there because I'm pretty sure ready post means that once you buy it, whatever you put in it ships.
Yeah, I think that's the case because I've got some boxes there, but they're already prepaid boxes. I was going to put Tim Tams in them and give them to a couple of friends, like Roger and Val was one of them. But time I paid for the boxes, time I was going to put the candy in them, it was going to blow out to $250.
Yeah.
and at that time I couldn't afford it. Just so because of the shipment to go to the States or Canada, and it was going to cost me $35 per pop, and I couldn't afford it. So I got them still there. Maybe one day I can. Because all I wanted was to send a bit of my favourite candy that you can only get in Australia. It was easy for Roger and Kim because I could share the package for the same postage.
Yeah.
But the time I was going to go through it, I just couldn't afford it. I wouldn't have had any money left to even put food in the cupboard. My doggy would bite me if there was no food in the cupboard for her.
Baduga wants to know why I gave the troll a wrench because now he can't whack him. Hey, what I giveth, I can take it away. If you want me to take it away from him, I can take it away.
Yeah, and they reckon I've got a split personality in several with my 2 accounts. Yeah, I've given up my other account for a little while. Concentrated hard on this one to get this one done best I can.
Oh.
Whack the bastards, Rick.
I don't have the heart to do that to him.
No. He asked everyone to, I think it was him, please correct me if I'm wrong, he wanted to get the most dislikes on a video, and then he was going to give a prize or something. I don't know how he's going to work it, but he wanted everyone to give dislikes.
I must have missed that one.
Yeah, you were away teaching for a bit. You were doing early morning shifts. So I gave him dislikes to all his. So I gave him a dislike to all his videos because he asked me to. Yes, it was him. He wanted 100 dislikes for it to make a giveaway.
So you're trying to get 100 dislikes on one video?
Yeah. He wanted all the people from the Canadian Drone Hub to follow his dislike party. It was drumming up business. People were watching his videos just to put a dislike. So it was working.
Yeah, there you go.
Because they thought it was unique and it was funny.
It's definitely different.
Yes. Roger felt sorry for him. He says, you sure? You sure? You sure? I don't. He did not want to give him a dislike. And I liked Sean's statement, guns don't kill, only men with moustaches do.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. Yeah, you can't take this stuff seriously.
It's funny, isn't it?
Roger thinks I'm getting upset every time I tell him he's got one. I just do it to let him know, hey, you got a couple of those dislikes in here, Roger.
Does he know who that is? The dislike?
Roger knows who one of them is, he thinks. I'm pretty sure he's probably right. Yeah, Roger and Kim both know who one or two of them are. And I'm pretty sure they're right.
Yeah. And then there was someone giving Momo a bit of trouble too, wasn't there? That's how come she hasn't been on lately.
That's what I've heard. And that's just not right. Yeah.
Sad, isn't it?
Yep.
And it was probably affecting her too because she's got an elderly father that she has to take care of.
That's the gun pilot's creed there, buddy. Don't run, you'll just die tired.
What's that?
What Mr. Crawley typed.
What did he say?
That's the attack helicopter's pilot's creed. Don't run, you'll just die tired.
Oh, don't run, you'll just die tired, yeah.
It's kind of like if you're out in the woods with somebody and a bear starts to run after you and attack you. You ain't got to outrun the bear. You just got to outrun the other guy.
I watched this video of a race meet that went wrong where there was a crash and the car spun end to end, but the engine was spinning in front of it.
Oh, yeah.
The engine was all dislodged, and you could see in the crowd where they circled this guy in the crowd of after the video had happened, and he was circling this lad running, and this guy ran, and as he ran, the motor, when it landed right on him.
Yeah.
If he hadn't run, it wouldn't have got him. It was a sad video. Everyone screamed and cried. But you know who it is, don't you, Mr. Crowley, you think? Yeah, I was heavily into racing cars, as well as when I was a firefighter each weekend, we were invited to go out to the track and be fire marshals. And one day I was on the back of the truck getting really wound up with the entertainment. And we get people that like us who are addicted to carnage a lot and bad things that happen, and you just take it for granted. Not take it for granted, it's a way of you cope. And so I was using the term that I want to see some carnage. Not that I really did. It was just a figure of speech. Well, one car come flying out, clipped another car, spun out of control, and smacked into the flag marshal. And the flag marshal went flying 20 metres or more, like a rag doll, spinning in front of us and landed just in front of our truck. And we had the ambulance personnel as well as the fire marshals and us right next to each other. And it was like a rag doll. I can still see it coming towards me. And you know that guy got up and walked? We advised him not to, but he still got up and started walking and brushed himself off.
It's amazing. Slippery, welcome.
So we got him into the ambulance.
How's the UK?
Oh, how are you going, Slippery?
What Paduga said earlier is exactly right. If I leave it a dislike, you're going to know why I left it. I've only ever left one, and it's because the guy was full. Well, actually, the two guys were full of crap, and I set them straight.
Fair enough. I don't give dislikes. I just move on. I close the video and go to the next. I mean, I give likes for effort. I mean, we've got to all start somewhere.
Yes, indeed.
Like I had one person, I've only had one dislike on one of my, well, I don't even know if it was a dislike. All I know it was a comment, a very critical comment on one of my videos that the music was a bit loud and it ended abruptly. I knew that, but it was content. Like I did 4 videos in one day. What do you expect? I just needed to get content just so I could get something in the algorithm. Anyway, I went back to that lady's channel. Oh my God, she did not have room to talk. Oh, and I really wanted to give her a dislike, but I didn't. I just closed the door. She had this Halloween outfit and makeup, but the only problem was it wasn't the Halloween. It was her everyday dress. And the video was horrible. Absolute horrible. It was a train wreck. I couldn't even recommend it to adults, let alone children. It was a horrible, horrible content. The lighting, the substance, the materials, everything was bad, dark, and repulsive. It was poisonous. And she had the room to say that my music was a bit loud and it ended abruptly at the end. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. But it gave me a chuckle at the end of the day and I laughed.
Don't let me miss the time, guys.
Yeah, that's okay, mate.
We still got 27 minutes, almost half an hour.
See, where I draw the line is when people promote in their way of marketing themselves. When, yes, I know everyone has the right of freedom of speech and expressing themselves, but when you're promoting the expression of slashing or doing harm to yourself, I think there's a lot of vulnerable people out there that are young or have issues that would think that that might be cool.
Yeah.
And I don't think we need that sort of stuff in our life in case it impresses the wrong people.
Nope, you're right there.
And that's where I draw the line. There's too many people out there. See, because I was a youth counsellor, and there's so many people that they just have got it so wrong from their upbringing. It's not crazy. It's so crazy. They think we're the ones with the problem. When their parents make excuses for them all the time and they think that what they're doing is all right. I mean, that's crazy.
Mr. Crawley says he agrees you did end it abruptly.
I probably did. I didn't choose to end it abruptly. It ended itself.
Drone Pool. Hi, Dan. How you doing today?
Hi, Dan. Hey, but Mr. Crowley, go back and watch her video. You'll agree with me too.
Don't forget Sean. Don't forget Sean.
Yeah, don't forget Sean. Sean's there. But that video that Sean and that lady was talking about, I've still got 250 views on that, and so it can't be too bad.
He just got back from giving you dislikes.
Who's that?
Sean.
You're a naughty, naughty man. I've only got 3 dislikes out of all my videos.
I don't even look.
They're only trolls anyway. They all happened on the same day. I hurt someone's feelings because of that dead cat video I brought out. The dead cat is actually the name of my mic. It's called a dead cat mic. And he thought I was presenting an actual dead cat.
Oh, Lord.
And he had the thing is, he had put his cat to rest 11 months ago. He hadn't got over it yet. Yeah, he buried his cat 11 months ago. And he was upset. Because this is the camera I was using with my dead cat mic.
Ah, okay.
And that's what they refer to in the camera industry as a dead cat.
Yep.
And there's my little light for my camera. It's a DJI gimbal camera. But it scares people when you take it into McDonald's. Because I can put a heap more lighting on that. Because they can stagger on each other. So they attach to one another so you get more lighting.
So you're going to swap out the gimbals on your transmitter, Dan? I've seen a lot of people doing that.
What's that?
He's going to swap out the gimbals on his transmitter.
Oh, I see, yep. On his drone. How's Rory, Sean?
Oop. You going to do a video on that, Dan, how to put them in? And I know you'll do one eventually on how well they're going to work for you. Yeah, I ought to invite Sean on. Maybe if he put Rory on the screen, Harper would wake up here.
Yeah, do that.
Well, it's a little late.
It is a bit late now.
I should have thought it sooner, but I don't think real good this early in the morning, even me.
Yeah, and plus
I didn't go to bed till midnight because I didn't get to see the end of the race.
And plus you like me better than Sean. Don't cry, Sean. So I'll have to get those tissues out for your issues.
We'll make it up to him. Mr. Crawley, type your email in there.
Just for 5 minutes.
Well, we got 20.
Yeah, you got 20. There you go.
I should have thought of it sooner, but
Oh, well.
John, type your email in. I'll let you know when I got it so you can take it out. I don't care. I'll put mine in and just leave it in there all day long. I get enough spam anyway.
You got it up?
Did he put it up? I don't see it.
I heard it.
There it is.
Yeah, I heard it.
No, that was an email coming into my AOL account. It might have been his, might not have been. You can take it down, Sean. Your choice.
Is it Sean W. Pro, is it?
Oh, Baduga. Let me see if I can get you to work.
Yeah,
I'm trying to do Hangouts. It may or may not work, guys. So
yeah, get them all. See if it crashes.
I'm trying to do it through Hangouts the way I usually do it. It may or may not work.
Something's going on now, Em. Oh no, it's Farmer wanting me to. Oh, he can wait. Farmer JT wants me later. What time would it be? What time is it there?
You never got one I sent yesterday, Dan? I'm sorry. Huh. What's going on? There's Mr. Crowley.
Hi, Mr. Crowley.
What's up?
What's up, buddy? Well, it worked for you. Let's see if it worked for Baduga.
Yeah, it definitely worked.
Come on up, Baduga.
Well, it's kind of weird, Sean. Sometimes I send them this way and people don't get them, and I have to go to AOL and send them the link from the top of the Hangouts. This is just the normal invite.
The same thing happens with me when I invite people on. I don't understand. What's happening, Manic? Uh-oh. Hold on. I got to delete. I got to...
Yeah, just mute it. See if it worked for Baduga.
Yeah, it definitely worked.
Come on up, Baduga.
Well, no. It's kind of weird, Sean. Sometimes I send them this way and people don't get them, and I have to go to... Oh, that's a lag. Link from the top of this Hangout. This is just the normal invite.
The same thing happens with me when I invite people on. I don't understand. Now, is that me duplicating it?
Yeah, that's the lag.
Hold on. I can't get rid of it. It's not there.
Do you have your YouTube page open in the background somewhere?
I just closed it.
There you go. Now it's gone.
Oh, that's pretty cool. You can close it and it still stays open.
Yeah. Well, you're on Hangouts. You're not on, UbiTubi. Well, I don't know if it worked for Baduga or not.
Rory.
There he is.
There he is. Look at how angry he looks when I pick him up like this.
Yes, indeed. His ears are all folded back.
Hey, guys, what's up?
What's up?
And Harper's still sleeping.
He's a good boy.
Yeah, I'm watching chat, but I'm going to be off this. Well, I won't be able to see you guys for just a second here. I got to check something out.
I had a pet rabbit, Sean.
You what?
I had a pet rabbit, and on the first night that it arrived, it was in my lounge room with my dog, and I left them in there together. And I woke up and all I could hear was this noise.
Oh.
Bang, bang, bounce, bounce. Guess what was happening? Not what you expect.
They were chasing each other?
They were bouncing and jumping up at each other and bouncing and chasing and playing.
That's awesome.
Like they were friends they were friends all their life.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah,
we had another rabbit he was friends with, and then she passed. We had her for like 8 years. And then, so he's by himself now, but we let him out around the house, and he's just so funny. We have to put him in at night in his cage because at night, about 2 in the morning, he gets bored, And he comes out and jumps on my bed and on my chest. And then I'll push him down, put him on the floor again. He jumps up and jumps on my wife. And if he doesn't get the attention he wants, he'll jump on your head. It's just so funny. Always looking for attention.
Okay, let's see how that works.
Can you see me? Can you see me?
See ya.
Dan, just in case, I sent you another one, a different way.
Rory bit my arm off.
You.
Okay. Oh my God, he did too.
Yep.
But minus the blood. What happened?
He bit my arm off. Now I can't wave as much.
How do you do that, Sean?
Do what?
Your arm off. It looks so convincing.
I get both my arms. I don't know what you're talking about.
It looked like you had no arm.
Did it really?
Yes, it convinced me.
Oh, stop it. I know you're just goofing with me.
No, but what I mean is I knew it didn't happen, but it looked real.
Yeah, Dan, I don't know what's going on. Sometimes
It's real.
my links don't ever go out, I guess, or something. I don't know. I don't know why you didn't get it yesterday. Baduga.
Where's his logo there, Rick?
Yep, pee on it. There's people down here have that on their trucks. They get tickets.
Okay, so I finally get in. Hey, guys.
Hello, Baduga.
How you go, mate?
So it's raining in Portugal.
People get tickets for Baduga sticker?
It's raining today.
That's terrible.
And trying to get the shed.
Oh, I gotta sit on my head. You guys want to do live? Oh, you know what happened to me the other day? I got a Q-tip stuck. The head of a Q-tip fell off in my ear.
That's nice.
I had to go to the doctor. I went to this place they call Minute Clinics. That's like a walk-in thing at a CVS you can go to and get. Yeah.
I can get it out for you, buddy.
It's something similar to a hemostat. It comes out of the end of it like teeth, and they grab it and pull it back in. And that way they grab it, get a good grip, and all of a sudden they just pulled it right out. I had to go to 2 different doctors to get it out.
They didn't get any of the brains, did they?
No, just a little bit.
Okay.
Very small amount. There wasn't much left to grab.
Hope it wasn't the smart bit that you lost.
No, I haven't really noticed anything different. I twitch a little. And when I move my left hand, my right hand goes up.
Okay, so no side effects?
No, not much. Nothing I can't deal with, you know.
No, that's right.
Twitch, tweak. But yeah, I couldn't hear for like 2 days. Well, actually, it was 48 hours, and I couldn't hear at all out of my ear. It was driving me nuts. Lady that pulls it out, she's like, "Oh," I'm like, "That's so nasty." She's like, "Oh, I don't mind doing this. I like popping pimples and blah blah blah." She starts telling me all these things she likes doing, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm like, you're a nasty person."
I had nurses that are like that.
So, Baduga, late afternoon where you're at? Yeah, it's lunchtime. I was supposed to be at lunch at lunch at this time, but I have my wife who's in the doctor with my kid. He has a fever.
Oh, I hope he feels better.
Waiting.
Yep.
It's 13:50 here. Almost 2 p.m.
Okay, yep.
It's 8:50 a.m. here.
It's about 12 o'clock here.
Yep, just about 7:50 here.
About midnight here, sorry. A bit after midnight.
Dan, if you're still here, did you get that second link I sent you just now? Because I sent you another one. I sent it with Padugas.
Yeah, and I was looking for your link on my email, and it was on Google Hangouts, not on my email.
Okay. Hey, Roger. Good morning, sir. We got a few
Good
people
morning,
here, buddy.
Canadian Drone Hub. What's up, Roger?
Canadian Drone Hub in the house.
Roger Dodger.
Roger's the man. No, Roger's a god.
That's what Paul was calling him, the living God. He was saying.
If it can be done on YouTube, Roger can make it happen.
He was calling Roger the living God, and he was calling Val Cleopatra.
All right, I think that's pushing it, guys. You know.
Good morning.
Cleopatra. All right, come on. This is YouTube that we're here. Let's live in reality, man.
He's calling Val.
We're all sitting down right now, comfy, just on the computer talking to each other. Let's put it in perspective, okay? I am the all-powerful God.
Damn.
Don't look behind the curtain. Do not pay any attention to the man behind the curtain.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. What do you mean? I ain't me. Fine English lawyer. I ain't me.
I don't drink at night train, so I don't have any. I think Sean has some, maybe.
Oh, strictly crack.
Strictly crack. That's when you turn your back to the camera, Sean.
Exactly. That's my crack problem.
It happens from time to time. You just don't notice it.
Actually, this just comes naturally. I got no drugs, no booze in me. I'm just naturally just kind of twisted.
Well, I am too.
I want to know what you're putting in the vapor.
Yeah, me too.
Tobacco. With low nicotine. I lowered my nicotine down to 3.
What you have of the nicotine, Sean?
What's that?
Nicotine does make that. What you use instead of the nicotine?
Yeah, no, I'm just natural like this, man. I can't help it. You know what I mean?
I think he's got a little THC in there.
Seriously, clean as a whistle, man. I'm clean as a whistle. My doctors even they're like, you got to do something, and I'm like, no, I don't.
Hey, you don't.
Okay. Mike is right. There's no tobacco in that.
Mike eats everything.
You need to put a little more tobacco in that. I think that's
Put it on a tap. Put the tap on it.
Chris Hope, good morning.
What's that?
Chris Hope on the chat. Say good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Yeah, I saw it. I thought I got the word in, but good morning, Chris.
Yeah, it was probably me over talking you.
Oh, that never happens on here.
No.
I can't
these ways when it happens, we don't fight about it.
No. Because we're all good friends.
What are you talking about?
I love how you do that, Sean.
There's an earthquake here, guys. There's an earthquake. Help me.
Oh, that's good. I thought you were going to need some epinephrine.
He has me rolling in fits of laughter, that Sean. See, because I'm a big boy, I get jelly laugh. See, we call it jelly here in Australia. It's when your stomach laughs that much, it doesn't stop.
Well, I'll tell you what. I about peed my pants the other day when Pusa came on with his wife, and they were all laying back like that.
That was funny.
Oh, my God. I about exploded.
On Valentine's Day.
Awesome. That was an awesome skit.
You are talking
that was
about
classic.
Valentine's Day, Rick?
She did
Yeah,
a better job. I like the kiss on her forehead.
Yeah, I think it was Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I like how
I lose track of time when I'm here all by myself. It's just like I feel like I'm in Groundhog Day or something.
I didn't believe
dogs out.
terrible story.
Go to work, feed the dogs. go to sleep, get up in the morning, put the dogs out. You know, I've been doing it for a week. She's supposed to come back today, though. She's coming back a day early, and hopefully she's in a good mood. Yeah, they had us all going, Roger. I'm here to tell you. And it's not the first time. I mean, there's been a lot of other things this week that just that one the other day when you had I wasn't on, but you had Paul and you had Ben and Asgard, I think, was on. Oh my God, I was rolling on the floor. Asgard was actually here yesterday. Not for long. He was actually here. I was very very humbled to see people like that come in.
Yeah, God's a good guy.
Yeah, I got my short list all caught up. Yes, I did. Let me show you guys something. All my American friends out there know that what's the thing a husband says to a wife when she's nagging him about getting something done? When does he say he'll finally get it done?
In a minute.
No.
Tomorrow?
No. When he gets around to it.
Oh, yeah, when he gets around to it. All right. I forgot about that, around to it.
There you go. I got a box of printed round to it. I gave them to all the wives at church last night. The hubbies were upset.
Yeah, you should have given it to them, to the hubbies.
Yeah, I gave him to one of them. He was complaining because he didn't get one, so I gave him one.
When I get around to it. That's funny. I forgot that. That was from yesterday.
Yeah, I can't claim the thought of doing that. I can claim the print because I made it or designed it. But it was Rodney Bell's idea. He says, when you get around to it, Rick, you need to print some. I said, print some what? He says, when you get around to it. I said, what? He goes, round to it. Oh, okay.
Are they sort of like a joke, are they, Rick?
Yeah, it's like what a husband says to a wife when she's nagging him to get work done. He says, I'll do it when I get around to it.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
So that's around to it.
I thought they must have had some religious significance or something.
They do.
No,
you get your ass.
It's a round circular disc that says "to it" on it.
Right.
I'll get around to it.
Around to it.
Yeah, I do. I get the joke, but I thought they were made for religious significance or something.
Oh, no. I just gave them out to the ladies at church because I was going to church last night.
All right. I thought they may have had some hidden meaning before you told me that. Yeah.
I hope not. Well, guys, I want to thank everybody for coming in. I've got to go make a half-mile run out to the mailbox and put this thing into Rodney Bell. Hopefully it'll disappear when the mailwoman shows up. And I'll see y'all Canadian Drone Hub here in about 5-6 minutes.
Okay, guys. Thanks for having me.
Headed there now. Thank you for coming on, Baduga. It was an honor.
Guys, thank you.
I hope your son feels better.
Yeah, I hope to.
Good luck with it. Feels better.
I'll tell you guys. God bless. Have a great day. StarCop's out.
Be good. Peace.
Have a great day, everyone.